there's only three things you need, right? Whenever you take a trade, there's only three things you need, right? And so these things are a key level. So a key level is very important because a key level basically tells you where you want to be trading from. So I have a rule in my trading: no level, no trade. So you must have a key level in place. So I'm going to be breaking down how I found this particular key level over here on ES. Now, the next thing after a key level is you need to have an entry inside your key level. And so specifically, I call this an entry, and I use two concepts: volume and delta. And I'm going to be breaking exactly, what that means, right? So the volume has to be there, right? You want to be trading during areas of high volume, and you want to be looking at the order flow. So specifically the bid and the ask, right? So these are the two things you want to be looking for in terms of your entries. And the last thing following on from entries is you need to know why you are entering a trade specifically. And so this comes down to one simple thing: absorption. So you don't need to overcomplicate your trading beyond having one key level, waiting for price to come into your key level, and then understanding why the key level gives you a bullish break or a bearish break. Now, simply put, if I were to draw a schematic to demonstrate this, once you have a key level like this, call it a fair value gap, a breaker block, even a support and resistance, however you mark your levels, what happens here, very interestingly, is you can have either a break to the upside or a break to the downside. Now, the third option you can have, and you've probably seen this in the last 1 to 2 weeks, is when you have this price action here. So when you have a range like this range typically occurs because of one thing, and it's down to this principle here, right? Volume. And we're going to be heavily focusing on volume as well as the bid and the ask, right? So most people have some way of finding key levels, although we need to understand how to find key levels. Where most people go wrong is the entry. So I was talking to a few traders recently, and some use sweeps, some use breaks of highs and lows, some use CISDs. There's all these different patterns that traders use. In fact, I'm going to make a list of all of them right now. There's a lot of patterns that traders use, right? Market structure shifts, they use fair value gaps, they use I fair value gaps, they use breakers, they use CISD, they use sweeps of some kind, liquidity sweeps, even the basics of support and resistance, right? A lot of traders, they get so wrapped up in the day-to-days of which concept do I use and why should I use which concept. But fundamentally, you're not really understanding why you want to be taking a trade in the first place, which is the third step: absorption. So everything in trading comes down to three basic things. You need to know where to trade from, or what to look for, volume and delta, and why you're looking for it. That is the absorption part of the video. So I'm going to be breaking this three-step process down into the most recent price action. So just to kick things off here, we have ES futures. Now, step one, you're looking to identify a key level. Now, how did I find this key level? So the way that I find my key levels is pretty